This is Damon Stevens from Builders. Today is Tuesday, June 7th, 2022, and this is stock market update for trades of the day. What a market we're in. It just continues to just range up and down in one area, which provides great opportunity if you're grabbing the bottoms to the top and vice versa down. I mean, there's opportunity regardless of which way the market's moving right now. But let's get some charts. We'll take a look at what's going on and where we see things going next. Looking at the market today, Dow Jones closed up 0.8%, NASDAQ up 0.94%, and S&P 500 up 0.95%. You can see from our heat map, Amazon didn't do so well. After doing the stock split, we, obviously a lot of times it spikes and then to pull back. In the long run, typically goes up higher. And you see that Home Depot, Walmart were also down target. But overall, the rest of our FANG stocks did pretty good. A lot of green across the board. Our small caps might be starting to come back here. AERC was one, the trades for today, and AUVI was pretty close as well. Had a nice spike today. So, and there's another one that's not on here. Well, actually, it's right here. Jan is the third. So we're going to take a look at those. I'm just going to load them up here. But before we do that, let's just look at the ES E-mini 500 futures. See how it's going right now. This is actually live, and you see this wedge that we're in. You see how we kind of came up and hit the top of our little resistance line here and pull back here towards the bottom here, pull back up, tagged it again a little bit lower, came back down here and just kind of chopped, came back, tagged the line here. You can see we're riding it down here. Here we tagged it again. Came up today, we topped at this top as well. So, and then we're slowly pulling back right here as we speak now, live. So you can see that this has definitely been an area of resistance. It is downward sloping. So in order for this stock to break out, it's gonna have to break up above this line. So now that's kind of pulling back here live. We'll see what happens tonight, overnight. But the question is does now that we've kind of gone up and back down and back up and back down and back up, do we just continue to go down until finally we reach critical mass and we have to break down? We're going to break out of this wedge at some point. We're going to have to, because it's just getting tighter and tighter and tighter. So tomorrow, based on what we're doing right now as far as price action, it looks like we may be coming down here and tagging the bottom here, somewhere around this 4100 level. If we break it, we come down here and get support at this 4071. Break that, and now we got a ways down to travel. But we'll see what tomorrow brings. But just want to show you live what's going on. This is on a 4-hour chart. Actually, you know what? Why don't we just take this moment, and I'm going to go ahead and break up and bring these other charts in. So let me bring this chart up here, and we're going to go ahead and pull up a couple of these stocks because I did not have them preloaded. So AERC, and I did have that on earlier. You see here, this is kind of what the chart looks like. Typically, I do these on like a 15 minutes. So you can kind of see how they evolved over time. So basically, you probably didn't catch this unless you had pre-scanner on. $4 was on the open, ramped up here just slowly through the morning, and then we kind of had a pause here around 10:30. So this was really the time that I caught this. So I missed this whole move up here to around 9, and then you can see here just a nice run to $14, a pullback, kind of consolidated here, still above all the moving averages, and then a run again. Thought maybe it would tag it again after hours. It did not. Did a run for me after hours. So let me put extended on so you can see. Here's after hours in this blue area. So it ran right after hours here and then pulled back here and then just kind of went flat. So I didn't catch this move here. Would have liked to have, but then I saw pull back, and so I just knew I missed it. So I'm going to be watching this tomorrow. Definitely one that could provide some great opportunities here. So looking for a play, really to break out above that 1520 and go maybe towards 18. Would be the play for tomorrow. The other one we want to look at is Jan. So look at Jan here. Jan was a little, gave us a few opportunities. It's a little choppy, but you can see here, this was most pre-market, was kind of where you got the start of this. But around $2, ran up, kind of consolidated till the market open. And when the market open is around, this 350, and it ran up to $4. Pulled back, kind of went flat for a long time, all morning basically. And then all of a sudden we just had this rally around lunchtime, and just boom, just ran right up to almost $5, 4.99, which is funny. It always cracks me up when it comes up, penny short of the round numbers. I think a lot of that is because typically retail traders or traders who, they like to just make it easy and round things off. So any traders that say, hey, I'm going to sell if it gets to $5, and they put their sell order in at $5, didn't get filled by 1 penny. That's happened to me before, just saying, but it's a bummer when it does. So I always try to leave my numbers, slightly under where I think I want to be filled, rather than trying to get the whole number. That's just my preference now, just because I see this over and over again. Just like this what if you had your number set at 415 for your sell, and it went to 414 or 328. So this is a little bit of a training to kind of show you kind of what the market does. The market does this on purpose to help you lose out on trades. So just keep that in mind if you are trading. When you see we're flat here, we're kind of consolidating in this area. We are above all the moving averages still, so looking for a continuation play, really, hopefully, up to this $5, if not higher, tomorrow for Jan. So we'll be watching that one as well. And now going over to the calls and puts. So the max pain. So these red lines are everybody who's bought puts and short in the market, and in the SPY S&P 500. These are all the ones who bought calls. And this changes every day, and I refresh it. You can see the current stock price is around 415 at the close of today. The max pain, which would mean most people would lose all their money to the market makers, is the 412, which is kind of like right in the line in between all these puts and all these calls. So if the market was to close at 412 today, and this was the end of the week, which it's not, that would create the most losses for everybody. Which is, happens quite often. It happened last week, within, a few dimes. So, so now we're looking at, a lot of calls have been bought. You can see the peak here, 415 is what people expect or higher, right? And here we're expecting, 410 or lower. And we have quite a few puts out here where people really thought the market was going to come down. And if you look at the puts and call volumes, you can see how many people are short in the market versus who are going long. So a lot more, pretty much 50% more people short in the market this week, expecting it to come down. So the market would love to shut them out, which means, there's a possibility we could go higher this week, which would stop all these people out from making money. So just something to keep in mind as well. There's a little bit of a training along the way here. Looking at the calendar, Thursday, this is where we can see some volatility the next couple of days, especially Friday. But Thursday, we have jobless claims before the market opens. So that could create some shakeups. Right now, if you look at the ES, when we looked at the futures, the 500 futures, you can see that it was kind of coming down right now as we speak. When the jobless claims come out, that could shake it up. Maybe it makes the market to open gap up higher than where it closed today. But just something to keep an eye on, because that could shake some things out. Housing, I don't know that that's going to affect much, but CPI on Friday definitely could. So that's consumer price index. That's how much you pay for goods. And so there's a number, as far as what they think, and also inflation expectations. So all this is coming out starting pre-market and throughout the day. So Friday, it's expiration for weekly options as well. So keep that in mind. But we could see a lot of volatility on Friday. So let's just kind of see how this plays out, play by day. Continue to join us in the evenings here, and we can go through this and kind of take a look at what's going on. Looking at Google here on a 1 day, you see Google's just kind of consolidating here. It's about sandwiched between the 20 and the 50. So we got to break above this 50 line or below the 20 to kind of get some direction. Otherwise, it's going to just play flat here. And we've been here for about a week now, just consolidating back and forth. So this creates a range. So you can play this range during the day. if you want to, but it's a tighter range a lot of times, which doesn't leave a lot of opportunity and really could waste your whole day to get like a dollar move on some of these stocks. So just be cautious. Maybe just wait till the market shows a direction and breaks out above the 50 or below the 20 on some of these stocks, then you can start to play them again. So look at Amazon, same thing, right? Sandwich between the 20 moving average and the 50. So we got to break out between one or the other. And you can watch my other videos, like last night, we cover all the levels. And also just know on our Discord, if you join our Discord on finwealthlive.com, you can definitely get all the numbers that we have in the morning and what we're trading and what when to get in and when to get out. Looking at Apple here one day, you can see here we pulled back, been in a channel, pulled back another channel. So, do we create another one before we break out? Hard to say, but we did close on a high today and above the 20-day moving average. So, we've been in here for just a little bit over a week of trading, a little bit higher than the prior week. So we'll see if we, can break up here and possibly create another one and eventually get back in this channel up here that we broke out of for Apple. Really, Apple needs to get above 150 if we want to get a run going here. NVIDIA, same thing, 20 and 50. So you can see the market's very common and very predictable in some of these areas as far as, when you see this commonality and common structure the market's in. So here you can see again, sandwich between the 20 and the 50. Now NVIDIA closed, right in the middle. So this is kind of the range you get to play in until we get a breakout. Facebook's sitting here right on the 20, between the 20 and the 50 as well. More on the lower side of the 20, but as long as it doesn't break this 195 and go, it'll be able to maintain this area. But you see it again, it's just a consolidation area. So no direction yet. Tesla. So kind of opposite as we had on some of the others, but Tesla came up and it kind of consolidated here, and now it's just been kind of grinding down, and it touched right, around the 700 range, just below it today. So it touched a little bit lower than it had for a while, and by doing that, it shows a little bit of weakness. Now it did close on the upper area, but still below all these candles. So that's more bearish to me. If we break 700 tomorrow, I think we could possibly come down to 675, maybe the top of this candle, maybe 659 area, somewhere in this candle range. So looking at that for tomorrow. LRCX closing on the high here between the 50 and the 20 and the 100. But again, you can see here just consolidation. So we got to either break above this 100-day moving average or below the 20 and the 50, which will be more difficult. RK, so this one has been consolidating for a long time, for a few weeks here. So we really got to break above this resistance area around 45.50, or come down here and retest this 40 area. Now, like I said, definitely join and subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and like our videos, and let's make some money together, and definitely join our Discord. We also have some free training out there if you go to finwealthlive.com and take advantage of those resources. Dollar, just barely above the 20, so we kind of broke the 20, kind of holding right there. So hopefully we can hold that. If we can, maybe we can rally up now towards this 105 area on the dollar, to kind of the highs again. Otherwise, it might come back out here and just range, but it's been range bound for a while. So now it's trying to break out. We'll see if it holds it tomorrow. Gold kind of range bound as well, kind of bouncing just kind of barely below the 20 and the 200-day moving averages. If we break 1830, we could come a lot lower back into this channel. Otherwise, we'll probably just consolidate here until the market's ready to turn. The VIX closed right below the 200. So we talked about, really want this below 25 if we want the market to rally. So where it's at today, as long as it holds this, it's bounced off the 200 before. So we want to keep an eye on that. It could bounce tomorrow morning. If it does and gets back over our resistance line at 24.74, we can have a pullback tomorrow or anytime during this week if we get if this doesn't hold. So we're kind of at a critical spot right here on this 200-day moving average. Below this, it's below everything. And you see the 20-day moving average is curling down to almost passing the 50 right now. So that's more bearish on the VIX, which is great for the market. So we'll see if that holds tomorrow. So keep an eye on that on pre-market. SPY, here's SPY on the 4-hour. So we came down this low, and we just been kind of grinding up here. And now we're kind of got this bull flag, this huge bull flag, because it's been going on several days, a couple weeks now, just kind of flat back and forth in this little range, which you definitely can trade. It's sometimes a lot tighter. This one's been a lot bit better, to where you'd sell at the top of the range, buy back at the bottom range, right? Or sell short, buy here, or sell your shorts and then buy here, and then vice versa, and kind of go back and forth, buying, selling, and then buying, selling, back and forth. So we'll see. I mean, we kind of are moving our way up here. This line here is kind of measuring this little double bottom that we're looking at. So taking that, measuring that double bottom here and putting it up here, where could we go? Possibly, 429, 430. Well, definitely at least probably to this 200-day moving average, if we can break out of here. So we'll see, if the news either tomorrow or Friday can get this rally going for a breakout. If not, we'll just continue to be range bound in this area. On S&P 500 on a daily, same story. So here's your double bottom. Here's the neckline right here. We're above that. So where can we go? Up here again, 430, even on a day chart, same thing. So triple Qs on a daily chart, consolidation right here, looking to break out above this, this area here. So, 20 to 50. So break the 50, 317.45, go long, break, below the 20, and we'll short the market. Semiconductors, same thing, consolidating. Right now we're above the 50, but below the 100. So the 50 and the 100 kind of are in play here. But also based on this consolidation, we've also come down here and almost tagged the 20-day moving average today before bouncing back up there. IWM, so the small caps, this is where we see small caps starting to hit our radar and be able to trade them, is when we start seeing the Russell 2000 start climbing. So we're above the 50-day. We held the 50-day. We've been above it 2 days in a row, so that's good. So we'll see if we can rally up here to 195 and break this area, and then go up to the 200-day moving average. So it's good if we can hold this, but we do have this downward trend line, which was resistance a couple times before. So it's possible we could hit that line and pull back a little bit. The financials, XLF, consolidation, shows some weakness today, broke the 20 barely, and then just rallied up back up here. So we'll see if that can continue to hold. So this is XLB, so this is healthcare. See how it kind of came down, hit our lower trend line, bounced off it, up above it again and again. And this 20-day moving average has been a little bit of resistance, but we did break it at one point. Market makers decided to, create some liquidity, which it did. So, but we're still, again, right in this trend line, but slowly going up. So just keep that in mind. So the next low would be around this 130 area, with the high resistance here at 130, 133.93 or 134. Energy sector, new highs, 92. So we talked about hitting 92. 94 is the next on the list, then 96. So that's kind of our list. And so we're above it, we held it. I'd like to see a couple days above it to create some strength, kind of like what we did here. So we'll see if we can rally, could keep this rally going on energy. Bitcoin, consolidating here for several weeks, still under resistance. Got to get back above this 32,000. Ethereum, same thing, under the 20-day movement, all moving averages, including the 20-day, and just gotta get some energy to push back up here. So still weak on those, and you see that reflection in the stock market and the crypto world right now. So that's our cryptos, our stocks, the things that we're trading, what we're looking for tomorrow. Right now, seeing things in the futures, it looks like it's pulling back. Let me look. Actually, you know what? Just take that back. It just bounced off of support, broke through yesterday's closing price. So we got a wide range. This will be an interesting day tomorrow. Looks like we're going to hit both sides of the spectrum here. So just be careful trading out there. Make sure you watch the price action. If we're below yesterday's close, more likely we'll probably go short tomorrow. If we're above yesterday's close, then look for something more on the upside and breaking out of support possibly or resistance. So on the SPY, that would be 417 to break out above 417 for the long, break down below 407 for shorting. But we'll post all these on our Discord. So definitely join us at filmwealthlive.com and we'll get you included in the community. And let's go out and make some money. Everybody have a great night. Talk tomorrow night and plan out our next plan of action.